All right, everyone, what's happening? Needs more drums back here in American Truck Simulator. We're going to get started right away. We are actually already at our destination that I wanted to be at. So, a little background today. We are trying to complete the Farm Away achievement in Texas. So, all that we have to do is deliver 7 loads total. It used to be 10. This is one of the achievements. SCS in the 1.55 update, they changed a bunch of the achievements to where you don't actually have to. Um, they're a little bit easier. So this time around, they reduced the amount of deliveries for this achievement specifically. You used to have to do 10. Now we only have to do 7, and so it's 5 farms and 2 of the livestock auctions in Texas. You have to make deliveries to or from, either those 5 farms or those 2 livestock auctions, or 5 of the farms or 2 of the livestock auctions. You get the point. Anyway, I had a list of where those were, and I've kind of done some research on which ones I've actually already been to. And if we just look at the map here real quick, we're going to be hanging out in this west side of Texas today. So we're going to be out here. We're currently in Dalhart. We're going to try to get a load down to Amarillo or to Lubbock. Either of those places have some areas some destinations and some facilities that we haven't been to yet. So basically, we're trying to deliver to or from the Grand Pastures, the Grand Pastures companies. So I think we can do everything like within there. So if you'll notice, here in Amarillo, we haven't delivered to this yet, right off of the expressway there. And down in Lubbock, we have the 2 unexplored ones right here as well. So we got our work cut out for us. Shouldn't be too bad of a stream. Shouldn't be too long. I think we should be able to knock out some of these deliveries rather quickly. So we're just going to go ahead, jump in the driver's seat, and go ahead and get started. So here we are. Here's a view of the truck. Kenworth K100 cabover. Beautiful truck. Old truck. You don't see a ton of cabovers anymore. They've been pretty much phased out in the U.S. at least. I think there are some. I've seen a couple of man and Freightliner cabovers actually in the U.S., which has been interesting. But they used to be bigger in like the 90s and everything, but lately they're just not super around, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull up here. We're already at the what seems to be the livestock auction over here in Dalhart. Gonna pull up, see what jobs are gonna be offered to us. The good thing about this is that we can pick up a trailer. We don't actually have to haul any specific cargo. So I want to take, like this right here might be a good one for us. Or if there's one to Grand Pastures, that'd be awesome. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for right here. Live cattle, Dalhart, Texas to Grand Pastures in Lubbock, Texas. That is going to be exactly the kind of delivery that we need. And actually, it's going to set us up really nicely because then if we might knock out both deliveries in this one, if it's from the livestock auction to a farm, or if it's a livestock auction to a livestock auction, we'll know which one we need, right, as the remainder of this. So can't go wrong here. Yeah, we got I think I want to say a 450 horsepower Detroit diesel in the truck today. Way better than our last truck, the old Mack that we did last week. Had quite a bit of it lacked a lot of power, so we were really struggling. And actually, I got to figure out if I can get around back here because I've messed up and didn't know where I'm going. Also, another quick background. Apologies for my voice. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to turn around here, aren't we? Yep. Apologies for my voice. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold right now or something, so sorry if I'm sounding a little congested and such. I've got a nice hot chamomile tea right here next to me. See if we can do this without hitting this silo. This is not the smartest move I've done, I'll admit. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Like a true professional, driving right past the manure heap. Excellent. They got this nice little alien mug to match my alien shirt today. Today's band that is represented in my attire is Bad Flower. These guys are a fun kind of a strange band. I'll admit. My girlfriend refers to them as heavy, or what did she say? Pop punk slam poetry or something? Angsty slam poetry? I don't know why my gear shifter does not want to find reverse. There we go. Sometimes this happens, I'll be honest. I gotta go back in and clean the connections on there again. Alright, go ahead and hook up here real quick. This should not be a bad delivery. Only about, I think it said, what, 3.5 hours? 3 hours or so? Not too bad at all. And hopefully it's on some nice open country roads so we can really, you know, put the pedal down and just get moving. And there we go. We are attached, kind of. Go ahead and hook up the cables. Alright, closer to 4 hours, actually, so... Whoop, that's not the button that I wanted. Where are we at here? I want... that one. About 34,000 pounds. Live cattle. Here we go. Some of these farmyards are a little bit tight. Just got to be careful. And actually, I will say, the one nice thing about cabovers is that they're very, very maneuverable. You don't have that long hood to deal with, you know what I mean? This is going to be great. Very excited. Give this truck a spin. It's been sitting in my my mod, you know, collection for a long time, and I've used it before. I think I had like 250 miles on it or something. So the thing's basically brand new. But I figured, why not, you know? It's kind of the perfect truck for something like this, hauling, you know, farm stuff. I feel like you see a lot of these old trucks kind of, you know, more in like the farming industry now, like old Macks, old cabovers, old Peterbilts. Look at this traffic. What is going on here? I bet it's that harvester. See if we can sneak out here. Oh yeah, definitely. We are good. Alright, looks like a very unambitious start here. Got a combine holding up some traffic. Yep. We are cruising now. Look at this. 12 miles an hour. Woohoo. So hopefully you guys have been having a good week. We got the 4th of July tomorrow. I wanted to do something before the long weekend. Figure I'll probably do a City Skylines live stream next week, because I won't have time over the weekend to record and edit videos. I got a family party or a friend party tomorrow, family party on Saturday, and then Sunday where I'm actually going to the NASCAR race in Chicago. This is the last year that they're doing it. So their contract expires after this year, so I figured, you know, might as well give it a shot. I am a NASCAR, I used to be a bigger NASCAR fan than I am now. I used to go to the Indianapolis race a lot. So now it's kind of a... you know, I figured I'd give it a try, but I heard that it's not really the same. It's kind of a crappy track, to be honest with you. It's not very NASCAR friendly. You know, it's kind of... there's not a long straightaway or anything like that. It's like a road course. It's almost like 2 squares, like, connected. Kind of like that. It's a little goofy. Not a fast track. And they muffle the cars, because it's like in downtown Chicago with all the skyscrapers and stuff. It'll get super loud if they just let them, you know, run, like, wide open. And this is going to be a while. Strong start. So I'll have a sip of my tea while we wait for the stop sign. Sorry about that. I know having a little bit of a cold does not make it the best to a live stream, but it's fine. We don't have to do as much talking today. We can just focus on our driving a little bit more. Unless you guys want to chat, always feel free to throw something in the chat. And the nice thing is that we are back to an 18-speed Eaton Fuller transmission. Arguably better than the 10-speed that we had in the last truck in the last stream. We got some more gears, get a higher top speed. This is already much better. Getting up to speed very nicely here. Jake brake sounds excellent on this truck as well. Actually, you know what? We're gonna stop. No, we could probably make it. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Didn't want to get caught in the tracks, you know. Always got to be careful when you got a trailer on. Be mindful of the length of your trailer, especially when we're hauling live cattle. Now this bus behind me that seems to be stopped on the tracks. That's not a smart move. Big coach bus. We're going to try to get up here so we can get off those tracks. Looks like we are good to go. And yes, I do have Patrick Starr hanging out with us today. I'm a huge SpongeBob fan. So whenever I see this, these little SpongeBob things hanging, I think it's hilarious. And it's funny that they actually, in one of my trucks, I think it's in my Kenworth actually, I've got a Minion one. And in my daily driver in my actual car, I have a little Minion, you know, from Despicable Me, a little yellow Minion guy hanging in my window. I remember my friend when I first got that car, and I got that in Disneyland in California, the little Minion guy, and I remember I visited my friend and he was like, "Oh, dude, I love your little Minion." Like, yep, hilarious, love it. Always nice to have a little, you know, mirror ornament, give your car some personality. Yeah, this truck pulls this no problem at all. No problem. We are slowly but surely getting up to speed here. But yeah, it has been an absolutely gorgeous week in Chicago. I will say, a little on the warmer side. But you know, honestly, I can't complain. It is the summertime. I'd rather it be hot than, you know, anything else. So, it's nice when it's warm and sunny and you can go outside and, you know, hang out. Guys gonna try to beat me there. Yep, there we go. Gotta love these drivers. People are slowing down, coming to a stop here. Is that what's going on? Go ahead and get over in this other lane here. Oh, that guy's making a left. There's the issue. Tell you what, nothing like nice chamomile tea. Relax at the end of the day. Keep it in 6th gear, keep it in low gear coming up this hill here. Struggling a little bit. It's overpass. Alright. I'm gonna make a right at this light here. We are about an hour into our journey. I don't think we're making this light. I don't think so. Actually, oh no. I was just gonna turn anyway. Alright, I guess we could turn on red here then. In that case, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. Is this guy let me go? No. Go ahead, sir. Oh, I guess he is. Okay. Sure. I'll take that. I hate doing this because then I gotta swing it wide. Probably shouldn't have done that. Somebody coming in the left lane, that could potentially be very dangerous. I know a lot of times people will get frustrated if you're waiting on a red light to turn, you know, and you don't turn even if there's a note, even if you're allowed to turn on red. People will get frustrated, but sometimes, you know, you don't have to turn. Legally, you could just sit there as long as you want until that green light. There are especially a lot of corners in Chicago that are, you know, there's a lot of no turn on reds for obvious reasons, but there are also some that are not no turn on reds and maybe should be blind corners and such. So if you don't feel like, you know, you don't feel like turning, you don't got to turn. Big deal. Alright, now it looks like we're going to be able to cruise a little bit. Yeah, we got a little ways to go now. Awesome. I'm going to sit back and relax for a minute. Get it up to 65. Yeah, this thing moves, man, and we're still not. We're only in 7th gear. We got another 2 gears to go, and we are cruising. It's real nice. You take these newer engines for granted. You really do. Until you get one of those old Macks or something, man, with like a 300 horsepower motor. Oh, this is a nice truck. Oh, this is that part we got to go through that downtown. I know where we're at. This is always a bit annoying, I'll admit. We got some lights coming up. Maybe not. Some stop signs. Yeah, here we go. It is sort of interesting though how the one-ways are like offset in this little town. Like they kind of cross over each other. It's a little bit weird, a little different. Is, you know, there's no turn on red. Sometimes I didn't even notice they have the sign sometimes. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think that is the last of them. The last of the pesky stoplights. Then we can start getting back on the road again here, get up to speed. A lot of gears to go through. So we should be good to stay in this lane. Yeah, Canyon and Lubbock, I think is where we're going. Yep. Makes sense to me. And see, now this is where it's always a bit confusing. I don't know why it does this. It'll make you get off the expressway and then get right back on. It's not just gonna keep going straight, because that doesn't make any sense why we would do that. I don't know why the GPS always does that sometimes. It's very strange. I'll trust it when it's closer to the destination in case it's like, you know, right off of the exit or something. But in this case, nah. Nah, it's just being goofy. Yeah, because we would have got right back on just to stay in the exit lane. You get off on this one anyway. I don't know why you do it, GPS. I don't know why you do it. Can I stay in this lane? Yes, I can. Good deal. Try to get over to the right here in a minute. I'm not blocking this left lane. Always good to stay a little bit far away from some of these cars here. I do sometimes get a little bit nervous if you're too close, you know. You never know if you have to make like some evasive maneuver. Moving a lot of freight. Got a lot of weight behind us. Always got to drive a little bit defensively here. Right here, coming up to a speed zone. Slow down here, we got nobody directly in front of us, you know. Take our time, drive safely. It's the name of the game today. Safe driving. And this is an old town, just a bunch of old sheds. Here we got some cattle on our left. What's going on here? Look at that. Big cattle farm or something. Tons of cows over there. Check that out. Very, very rural over here in this part of the country. It's kind of wild. Oh, okay, we gotta have to make a left. Okay, this guy will not let us in. Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks, but no thanks. But this guy, you gonna let us in? I'm coming over. Coming over. Come on, man. There we go. Whether he likes it or not, I'm getting over. Nice easy turn there. Perfect. Oh man, just beat it. Just beat it. Smooth tracks too. Don't want our cows all bouncing around in the back, you know. Alright, now I see why this is not the best road. Take turns like this. A lot of traffic. Actually, I think we're good. Yeah, let's go for it. Perfect. We are almost at our first destination. This is perfect. Very nice. Made really good time. And it's crazy you only have to do 2 of these today. This might even end up being a bit of a shorter stream than usual. Maybe an hour and a half at the most. Yeah, I guess that's pretty normal. We'll see. I wouldn't complain though. Play some farming simulator after this. Got a lot of hay bales to move around. I'm at a point in my my newest series where I'm just moving around tons of hay bales. A lot of it off camera too, because it's not the most fun thing, you know, to do on camera. Just loading bales and selling them. Oh, the roads, here we go, look at this. Keep it slow. Don't want to bang up the equipment too much. Always good to take care of our trucks. The better we take care of them, the better it's going to take care of us. I'll say the same thing about my car, man. You know, keep it clean. Keep it maintained. It'll run forever. It won't let you down. A little cheesy, but I know. Yeah, it's crazy. It says there's a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit on this road. Ain't nobody going with 75 miles an hour down this. Maybe if you're in like a modified, like, you know, one of those like rally trucks or a rally car. Yeah, in a rally car you'd be doing 75 down there. You'd be doing 100 down this straight road here. That'd be awesome. I haven't played any rally games in a long time, actually. I should do that. Alright. Let's see what this is. If this is a auction or a farm, I'm not quite sure. We're gonna find out in a second here. Where do I go? There. Absolutely massive facility, though. Which reminds me of there's one of these kind of in Indiana by where I grew up. It's called Fair Oaks Farms. They had a big kind of a scandal not too long ago. The way they were treating their animals was kind of messed up. So it kind of made the news. And I think some people got fired. Yeah, it's a big tourist attraction up there. Tons of people. They got like their own like hotel and everything. It's like a big, you know, like homemade ice cream, all that. Tons of stuff to do there. I've never been there, but I know that my my old grade school does like field trips there now. Big cattle farms like this gives people a perspective, you know, on like agriculture. Something you don't see every day. But alright, we're just about to pull up here. see where they want us to unload this. And I'm curious if this is gonna give us 1 or 2 progression points to towards our achievement. Not that I know where we gotta go. Alright, we'll go ahead and back this up right where they want it. Oh, forgot to get my range down there. Alright. I think we're gonna go right... Oh, you know what I can do? Yeah, I could do this. I'm gonna do it this way. See if I can swing around and then just back straight up. That's usually a pretty easy way to maneuver around these yards here. Yeah, check this out. Wait, where the heck am I going? Oh, yeah, right there, see? We're just gonna go loop around here, and then we'll just back straight in. Easy peasy. If you got plenty of space, even with this big forage harvester. Is that a forage harvester there? Yep, looks like it. The only problem is with the sand, I can't really see. There's also a way that you could zoom in, I've discovered. I forget the controls, so I'm going to look it up. I saw somebody do this in another video, and I was very, very intrigued. So I think if you're in the truck, wouldn't be that assistance, no. No, it's like camera. There's a button to zoom in. Here we go. Lean out, no. On wheel, no. Look left, look right. Look forward. Oh, I don't have it assigned to anything. Here we go. Do I click it? Like this? Oh, look at that. Wow, I never knew that you could do this. Check that out. Oh, that's so much better. I've always said, man, I can't see anything out of my mirrors. Wow, would you look at that? Click the center mouse button and you can zoom in. Oh, that's so nice. Wow, okay. Even on the right. Oh, wow, that's so much better. I'm impressed. All right, that's great. Look at that. Now I can actually see where I'm going. Man, I never knew that. Okay, learn something new every day. Been playing this game for years. Never knew you could do that. But all right, we're just getting done with our first delivery here. See if we can pick up something to maybe Amarillo. All right, let's go. Park brake on. Thank you for the like. Greatly appreciate it. All right, 6 out of 7. So we got to do... I think that was our livestock auction. So I think we got to find the other livestock auction and get a delivery from there. So this is going to be... I'm guessing this is the farm. And we're going to want to go here and pick something up from there. So let's go give it a shot. We'll go give it a shot here. I mean, maybe we can even get something from... It was something from here to the other one. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. I'm looking like grand pastures, 2 grand pastures, but I feel like it's not. It's gonna be too good to be true. I'm gonna say no. Now we already did that. Yeah, no, doesn't look like we're gonna get that lucky. That's okay. All right, let's just go and drive over there, and we're gonna take a load out of that farm or whatever. Yeah, this doesn't look like an auction to me. This looks like, you know, like one of those livestock farms. I think the auctions, you know, you don't really see a lot of the barns. Look at all the cows just jumping backwards. The animation's resetting. Love it. Absolutely love it. And a lot of cows, you know. I always wonder how many head of cattle they get at like something like this. Usually, you know. It's like when I did my 1,000 cow series in Farming Simulator. It was tough. I picked a bad map for it. I did it on a UK map, and I should have done it on like a big American map. It's just like the caliber of machinery that you need. It's just not well suited for like those UK roads. You know, everything's very, very narrow. So you can't run like big equipment. Whereas in the States, you know, you can get away with like really big equipment on these very straight and open roads. So it makes sense to have like bigger cattle farms over here, you know. We're just gonna go head across town, see what other jobs they have over there for us. We'll grab something out of there and then run it to wherever, I guess. Maybe we could try to get something to Amarillo. Yeah, I can't see that far, but it's like the next town over. I think that'd be awesome. Because I don't know, as part of this achievement, I don't know whether I need one more delivery, but I don't know whether if it needs to be from a livestock auction or a farm. I'm guessing it might even be a farm because we just took one from a livestock auction to something. I don't know. I think it was a farm. So I think I might need one from another auction, if this is an auction that we're even going to. Alright, we're clear on the left there. We'll go ahead and get on the road. Actually, I'm going to put my lights on too. Go. I got a red light or a headlight ticket when I was doing some driving by myself off camera the other week or the other day. It was past 7 p.m. and it didn't have my lights on. Totally forgot. It was still really sunny. It's really sunny today too. You know, here in Chicago, like it's, you know, 8:45 right now, and the sun's just kind of going down. Pretty wild this time of year, you know, how it's really nice that it stays light out so long. Love it. But yeah, this to me, what does this look like here? This might be a farm. I might have needed one more from a farm. Or no, you know what? No. Take that back. That's an auction. That is definitely an auction. Yeah, we needed one more, I think, from an auction, and we should be good to go. So hopefully this should give us the last part to our achievement. I'm gonna wait for this truck to pass. All right, now we'll go ahead and sneak up here. We're just bobtailing so we can cross the road and not block any traffic. Train's almost done anyway. Trains never take as long as you think they do. I know it's funny, like, my dad and I would be sitting in the car, you know, when I was younger. I'd be like, oh, this train's taking so long, you know. He'd be like, yeah, I know. And now that we're, like, both, like, older, we're like, it's one song, you know. One song on the radio, and the train's done. Listen to something by, like, Led Zeppelin, like, 4 or 5 minutes, and you're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Train's already done. But cool. Okay, let's do all some grain. Should we just do something, like, super fast within town? I feel like that's almost cheating. But I'm kind of not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. To do a tractor. You know what? Let's do the grain and see if this is going to give us what we need. Yeah, we'll do the grain. Give it a shot. I know we did a lot of grain in the last one, but I don't really care. Actually, you know what? Full mills. Should we do a tractor? No, let's do the grain. It's fine. Look at that. Right there. Easy peasy. Oh, nope. There we go. Let's go ahead and loop around here. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Didn't even know you can do that. How awesome. It does seem a little bit odd that we're hauling grain from what seems to be a livestock auction. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I just like the look of this grain trailer on this truck. I think having the flatbed, you know, we're not really spec'd out for those kind of loads. We probably could have done it, but, you know. I usually like to have, like, some kind of beacon on my truck if we're hauling, like, heavy machinery like that and stuff, you know what I mean? You know, safety first, right? That's the name of the game today, safety. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to the weekend. 4th of July coming up. Got a couple parties. Then I'm going to the NASCAR race on Sunday in Chicago. Hopefully this year it won't rain. It's rained. This is the 3rd year they're doing it. It's the last year they're doing it. And the past 2 years it has rained. And I don't think they ever canceled it, but it definitely got delayed. But yeah, either way, it's frustrating. So we'll give it a shot this year. Figured might as well give it a try. I once was a pretty big NASCAR fan. Used to go down to Indianapolis all the time. So it'll be interesting to see how it holds up in Chicago. I'm a little bit nervous that it's going to be, you know, it's not the best track for NASCAR. It's kind of like 2 squares, like, kind of like that. Like connected, like offset, you know. So it's not the best course. It's a road course. You know, there's no banking. And then muffle the cars, which makes sense. Being like in downtown Chicago, it's gonna be freaking loud anyway. But even so, I don't know. We'll see. Should be fun. Hopefully it's a nice day. Doing a quick journey across town here. Yeah, 46,000 pounds. Grain is heavy. And yeah, apologies again. Got a little bit of a cold or something going on here. Feeling a little under the weather. My nose is very congested at the moment. But I figured what better way to end a short work week than some American Truck Simulator and a nice chamomile tea. Beautiful night. It is nice to be cruising as well. Finally got some power on the truck, you know. Is that a stoplight? It is a stoplight. It came out of nowhere. Man. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Ooh. Ooh. That was close. Yeah, that was close. 60 mile an hour speed limit. And then just a stoplight right there out of nowhere. Crazy. Like I said, gotta be careful. Gotta pay attention here. Yeah, this should be the last thing that we need to do to complete this achievement. If not, then we'll see if we can get another delivery going. I don't know. Speed limit dropped to 40. And now to 35. Much easier to come up to a stoplight at 35 miles an hour. Very nice. Much better. I want to rear end this Subaru Outback in front of us. No, thank you. Gotta be careful. Oh, there we go. Don't know why I missed that gear so bad. I'll blame my shifter. And not myself. These little offshoot things are always really interesting to me. Like the way that they got these interchanges kind of designed in Texas is very different. You know, I guess if you like miss your exit, you could just loop right back on or something. It's interesting. Something that you don't see over here in the Midwest. A little annoying that I can't just go straight on that road there to the right when I gotta get right back off of the expressway. Kinda goofy if you ask me, but hey, it is what it is. Not gonna complain too much. And I just saw that gas station and realized we haven't even needed to really fill up. Yeah, we've been driving some pretty short distances today. Oh no, this is gonna be fun. So we gotta get, okay, this guy's just gonna keep going. I gotta get over 2 lanes to make this right. Let's make sure there's nobody there. There's a car coming up at aisle. Yeah, he's way back there. go. Get our engine brake off there. Nobody coming on our left. We are good. Let's go right back on here. And once again, looks like we're getting right back off at the next exit. It's the name of the game today, just jumping on and off at, you know, different expressways, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. What you gonna do? Still got to get better at the downshifts. You can hear the gears grinding a little bit there, trying to kind of float with the downshift. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Not the worst. Manage. Should be getting the green here. Yep, there we go. Excellent. And I'm only going to stay in the left lane here because I know we got our destination coming up here. Looks like maybe even at the next light. I have to make a left. So, you know, usually I don't like to sit in the left lane, especially in a truck. But when you're this close to making a turn, you know, it's fine. That'll be good. Oh, we're missing the arrow right now. Dang. Oh well. Yeah, nah. Not gonna chance that. Don't want a red light ticket on our record. No, thank you. Tickets are a little bit more of a big deal when you got your CDL. Knowing this is your job. Actually, I'll be honest, I kind of like driving at night. A little bit less traffic. Peaceful. It's still really early in the night, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's nice, you know, to take some, like 2 a.m. deliveries. Like nobody on the road. Alright, we should begin the arrow here in a sec. I see that green light on the left. Just get, there we go. Should be getting it right about now. Yep, there we go. I'll be honest, thought the turn was a little bit further up. That's alright. Got it. And here we are. It looks like a food processing facility of some sort. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's just a big grain mill distributor. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Probably some railroad tracks right next door, I would assume. You know, from these big silos. But alright, let's see where they want this one. If we had an ownable trailer, it'd probably be a dynamic unloading. But since we do not have an ownable trailer, where do they want it? Right over there. Perfect. Alright. We want to be right there. Okay. Well, that's good. We can work this out. Get up here in the grass a little bit. No worries. Truck's probably seen worse. Alright, let's see if we can back this right in there. Oh, man. I don't want to make sure we're clear on the right. I don't want to hit those pipes or anything. A little close for comfort, I think. Oh, we're good. Look at that. We are good. First try. How about that? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Perfect. Now let's see if we get the achievement. Come on. No. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Let me see this here. Let me see what we got to do. Because they changed it. So I want to make sure that we're actually doing what we need to do. Where are we at here? Achievements. So it says, deliver cargo to or from at least 5 farms and 2 livestock auctions in Texas. Well, I feel like we did livestock auctions. Maybe we do. Well, huh. Maybe we do need to deliver one from another farm. But we did deliver one, like, to a farm, didn't we just now? I don't know. Let's check the log. Where's my, let me see that again. Is it career? There it is. Let's see, delivery log. Let's go to, Grand Pastures. All right, so we got Lubbock, Texas. Oh, this is... did Waco. I guess we'll try, maybe we'll see if we can get one to, like, Amarillo. Yeah, because we got, I guess we got like 3 of those. 4, 5, yeah, 1, 2. Alright. Well, I don't know. Try one more, and then we'll see if that's not it, then I'll just have to kind of do this on my own time. But it doesn't matter. All right, so it looks like, oh man, that's gonna be a trek. Where do we gotta go here? I feel like I'd have to go down to, or up to one of these, pick up a load, and go to Amarillo. I mean, I could say that oversized tractor, but that's like way out of spec for this truck. we don't have, we shouldn't be out here pulling quad tracks with this thing. But also, do I really care? How much do I care about that? See, if it was a shorter trailer, I would easily do it. Well, and what about this? Containers? Hmm. This was like Grand Pastures. Oh, okay. Okay. Why don't we just grab these real quick from the Peterbilt dealer? I know it's not farm equipment, but it'll do. I mean, yeah, we could do that, but that's just like, ugh. That's big. That's a big load for this truck, man. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we're just gonna grab these containers. Let's do that. Who knows why the farm needs moving containers from Peterbilt, but I'm not gonna ask any questions. We're just gonna get on the road. We're just gonna drive, make our money, call it a day. Yeah, hopefully this will give us our achievement. If it doesn't, then I'm genuinely at a loss for words. But I think actually, we'll go pick this up, and then I'll take a look at the list that I had of which things are in which cities. We could really see like if I need something super specific or not. I hope you guys are all doing well this fine evening. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, probably do hopefully one more delivery. If not, then I'll have to figure out if we got to do two. I thought that last one would have been it, but guess not. Oh well, it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna roll up here at the Peterbilt dealer. I'm guessing we're gonna go to the back. Yes. Through here, maybe. I do a little late night delivery here. This feels sacrilegious. Picking up a load from a Peterbilt dealer and a Kenworth. But hey, get what we can, right? They're still paying us. All right. So now let me get this hooked up, and then I'm gonna check something here, just real quick online. Man, that's a nice. I can try to guess with that truck while I do this. So if we, yeah, so Amarillo only has a farm. So if we deliver this load to the farm, then we know that, and we get the achievement, then we know we needed a farm. If we don't get the achievement, then we know we need to get it from a livestock auction, or deliver something to a livestock auction, which I thought that we did. We got Dalhart and Lubbock. I thought we did like both of those, but whatever. Yeah, maybe I already did all those, and we just need another farm. So, all right, let's Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. Okay. All right. Get back at it. Where is my, there we go, there's my American Truck Simulator. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking up the World of Trucks wiki page. Jailbreak now? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. And it lists out all the achievements, and they did just change this one with the 1.55 update. They made a lot of the achievements a little bit more obtainable. I like logged into the game, and I got like 4 achievements just by logging into the game because I had apparently completed them, you know, by their new standards. So, not gonna complain about that. Didn't have to do any work and got some of the achievements, but because this one just needed a lot of deliveries. It was 10 deliveries. And yeah, sorry again, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. Got a little, fighting a little bit of a cold, and oh, sorry, dude. Apologies for that. Yeah, I got my little chamomile tea over here. Little alien mug. Matched my shirt. As I almost drive off the road. Don't mind me. I hope you guys are doing well. Loving this truck. Not saying that it's better than the Mack, but it is definitely faster. It is definitely faster. Take these modern engines for granted, you know. It's actually been a long time too since I've hauled any kind of double trailer like this, so this is fun. Something a little bit different. Kind of a unusual load for me. I don't usually drive a lot of, you know, double trailers and stuff like this. Fun for a change. Might as well try something different. That's why I like doing these achievements, because it forces you to kind of do something in the game that you wouldn't otherwise do. Like, you know, deliver certain kinds of cargo, drive a certain kind of truck. I like to imagine, you know, that like for these achievements you're kind of just one company driver. Some of them need like very specific cargoes from like very specific companies, so it's like, okay, you're just kind of doing local deliveries like for those companies. Try out some different trucks in the game. Usually I stick to my W900 or Peterbilt 389. But it's nice to, you know, even have an excuse to drive like some of the more modern trucks. Like I don't think I've ever driven the Freightliner Cascadia. Haven't driven that. Haven't driven the I don't even think I really drove the Kenworth, the T680 at all. I know they just updated that a little bit. Mack Anthem. Maybe did one delivery in that. Haven't really done that too much. Pinnacle, no, haven't done that yet. So just, you know, gives you some excuses to maybe drive those a little bit later on. We'll see. However, I do know that the yeah, it needs more trailers. Actually, it was funny. One of my first videos on my channel, I did a SnowRunner series, and then a couple of videos into that, I started an American Truck Simulator series before I started doing City Skylines and Farming Simulator. And my first video in American Truck Simulator was I hauled 2 loads of triple trailers, which is really cool because in Indiana, where I'm from, in Illinois, where I live now, triple trailers are illegal in most of the state. And oh, you got a Freightliner too? Let me see. Oh, nice. What kind? Cascadia or like an older one? Like one of the what's the one I'm thinking of? There's a couple of Freightliners that I actually like some of the older ones. The new ones, you know, I just think that the new trucks are a little bit boring, in my opinion. No offense if that's what you're driving. It's the same thing with new cars. Like, I like cars that have a little bit of character. I feel like a lot of the new trucks are made for more like fuel efficiency and mass production, which is good for the companies because they're easy to fix, and you know they save you money on gas. Yeah, 2019. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I see a lot of those. A lot of those. But yeah, I think the newer trucks, I bet they ride really smooth. And they're very convenient, and they got tons of better safety features. And they save you money on gas. But just my personal opinion, if I was to, you know, ever be a professional driver, I think I would try to opt for something a little bit, you know, older. But the problem is then you run into, like, not getting parts, you know, warranties start to run out. Like, it's a little bit of a slippery slope, so got to be careful. But yeah. Yeah, my first video was like I hold 2 deliveries of triple trailers. And yeah, there is one, what I was saying though, there is one road in, like the area where I grew up, called, it's I-90, it's the Skyway. So, in Chicago, there's an expressway that runs, it's a privately owned interstate that takes you, like, an alternate route out of the city. It's a tollway. And, it's really expensive as far as tolls are concerned, but it usually saves you like a ton of time because there's like obviously not a lot of traffic. I think for cars it's like $14, which sometimes I'll admit driving out of Chicago saves me like 45 minutes if there's like a bad accident. Because there's one for me to get from like where I live in Chicago to, like, you know, if I visit my parents or something in Indiana. There's one way out. There's one expressway that takes you out of the city. And so if there's something on that expressway, like a, you know, big accident or something, and they got to close it for whatever reason, I mean, you're sitting in traffic for hours. So what I sometimes would do is, you know, I'll see if I'm really good, it's going to take a long time, I'll jump on the Skyway. And you'll see triple trailers on the Skyway. And Rocky Mountain doubles. And, or whatever the one is that's actually 2, like, 53-foot trailers. You'll see those on there. And I think it's interesting because they're illegal in the rest of the state. Like, you can't pull those in Indiana or Illinois. But because it's maybe like a privately owned interstate, and a lot of times I see it's like big logistics companies like UPS, FedEx, XPO Freight, you know, hauling, like, there's a lot of ports up there. There's a lot of industry, you know, so I'm all on Lake Michigan. So you'll see tons of trucks just hauling freight, you know, around, like, from port to port. And I think that's a big reason why they allow that, so that these, you know, you can get more on a truck and just kind of move freight a little bit faster. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very strange compared to the rest of the state. All right, what do we got here? This guy's getting pulled over. Oh man. But anyway, yeah, it's a fun fact. Double trailers are fine. You see tons of those around here. But triple trailers, not. Oh, are you not a... I thought you were actual truck driver. Yeah, same here. I am not a professional driver. However, if there's one thing this game has taught me how to do, I have proven that I can back a trailer. So people that say video games are a waste of time and don't teach you anything. Oh. And you know what? Sometimes, I mean, I remember I was playing this game when I was, you know, before I could drive, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. The timing checks out, I think. Or maybe not, but either way. I was driving in video games way before I got my license. And, you know, it teaches you something. I think. But yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of cities have skyways. Just ours is very iconic, and it's got, like I said, it's got a really cool history, where it was like, you know, built to serve like industry, and then it was like, you know, built by it was invested in by like a private person or entity, and then the city of Chicago like bought it, and then they like sold it again to another private entity. So it's kind of cool, you know, if you ever are curious about the Chicago Skyway, it does have an interesting history. And there used to be a McDonald's. What was really funny, there used to be a McDonald's like in the middle of it. You could like, you know, while you're on the Skyway, just like pull off and go to McDonald's and just get right back on the Skyway. Like it was in between the two, like, you know, sides of the interstate. But they tore it down, sadly. But I remember when I was younger, seeing that thing in there, and I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I love this game. I absolutely love it. It is... Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see if I needed to get off here or not. Which... Yes, I do. Okay, good. Good thing I checked. But yeah, I love this game. And honestly, if you can back a trailer in this game, you can back one in real life. I did it when I was landscaping all the time. I got a job landscaping before I started my actual career, like, in finance. And yeah, they were like, can you back a trailer? I was like, actually, yes, I can. Not knowing if I really could or not. But I use my game knowledge. And I can do it. Oh, nice. Not the Burlington in Vermont. I didn't know there was a Burlington in Vermont. You know, that's actually one spot that I haven't been. Is really out east. I guess I've been there, I've been to New York twice, but not really, like, on my own terms. I remember when I was in high school, we marched in the Macy's parade my sophomore year. So I was on drumline, and so we went to New York. And then I went there again for a job interview back in, you know, 5-6 years ago when I was in college. But since then, yeah, other than that, I've never been out east. Well, I take that back again. I played a show there. I was in a Led Zeppelin tribute band and for a little bit, and we did a show in Buffalo in New York. But that's the only time that I've really been out there on my own accord. Other than that, you know, I've never been to like Massachusetts, Boston, Maine, Vermont, Pennsylvania. Well, probably driving through Pennsylvania to get to New York, but that's it. I would like to make it out there soon. Oh, I gotta go this way? What the heck? It's weird. These roads are confusing. These are probably really light, aren't they? Yeah, 4,000 pounds. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. What are we driving on here? What is this? Weird. Yeah, I am actually a drummer. That's not my full-time job, but it's been a hobby of mine. I shouldn't even say a hobby. It's been a passion of mine for 20 years. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Midwest. I'm really excited for like Illinois next, which is going to be really cool. And Indiana, like the amount of times I've driven through Indiana, you know, that's where I'm really from, and so I went to college there, and so driving I-65, you know, I did that so many times, driving through Indianapolis. It's going to feel like home for me, so I'm really excited for those states as well. But yeah, it's cool. I'd like to get out there. But yeah, I am a drummer. I played for 20 years. And yeah, I love it. I still do it. I'm in a few bands, some of which are on my other YouTube channel, my like personal YouTube channel, which is in the description on my channel homepage. You can see some actual drum videos. This is just for games, just for fun. But yeah, Ontario, really. I wonder, maybe they'll do a Canadian truck simulator. All right, let's see if we got it. Yes! Yes! We got the achievement. That's it. That's what we needed to do. But oh man, that's cool, man. Yeah, I learned the drums when I was I think it was 8, and then I just kept with it. I just loved it, and I was shy too. I was shy as a young kid, you know, and drums kind of gave me like a, sounds really cheesy, but kind of like a reason to, you know, be a part of something and like start playing in bands and do like drumline and everything. And yeah, I attribute a lot of my successes in life to playing drums, even that aren't music related. You know, just the skills that you learn from being a drummer and being in like environments like that, like drumline, that are very, you know, demanding with time and everything. It just, it helps in a lot of ways. Um, Man, I kind of like want to keep playing. I like don't want to go to. I don't want to like log off, but I don't really have. Let me. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what we could do next. Let me go to my achievements here. I'm just pulling up the Steam overlay so you guys can't see it, but I can. Haha. Let's see. So we need to do New Mexico truck stop tour, and just drive around New Mexico forever. 10 oversized routes in base game. Go big or go home. Ah. Hmm. That might be cool. That might be cool. What does base game mean though? One shot in it. Okay, no, that's a thing. No, that one's hard. I don't want to do that. I had a list of some that I want to do. So I'm looking at some of these. Oh, energy from above. Deliver a tower and nacelle to at least one Vitus power wind turbine constructions. I remember I accidentally mispronounced that in a City of Scotland video, and somebody corrected me. It was funny. Wind turbine construction site in Colorado. Well, that could be a good one. Ah, yes, thank you. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was going to be it. Oh, now they did the California rework. Um, so okay, that would be cool. That'd be cool. I'd like to get back over there and do that. Although I never knew if they like released it or not, but I think they did. I think they actually released the California rework now. Big boy. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Delivered train axles, tamping machine, and rails to or from the rail yard in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Maybe we could do that one. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we can sit here, we could spec out a truck, and we could do that in the next stream. Or oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Yeah, no, I agree. It would be cool though. I mean, a lot of the US is pretty spread out too. Like you look at like these areas that we're in now, like Nebraska, Kansas, Texas, all the Midwest, really. I mean, it's like, you know, I think, you know, you're in Indiana, then really only the major cities are like, everything's like 2 hours, 3 hours apart. I know it's more in Canada and stuff, but still. 10 deliveries of dumpster bins, transfer station. That's a lot. That's a lot of deliveries, but maybe we could do that too. Zero waste. Show your support for zero waste by completing a total of 10 deliveries in of dumpster bins and waste paper cargoes to the waste transfer stations in Montana, and at least one garbage truck cargo to or from that Montana thing. So I think let me look up that one actually. What's that one? Zero waste. It's gonna be a lot, but I think we might be able to do it. Zero waste. Let's see this. Okay. All belong to MWM and are located in Bozeman and Lewiston. One dumpster and waste paper. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I think maybe we'll try this one for a change. And this might give us an opportunity to try like a different kind of truck. We can head to Montana for zero waste. I think that'll be kind of nice. Yeah, maybe I'll spec out a truck for that, and then we can do that one in the next stream. Yeah, I think for now, I might go ahead and just call it a night. It's 9:30. I wanted to get the achievement done, and I've done that, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, thanks for the chat. Always appreciate having some conversations with you all, and hope that you guys have a great rest of your week and a happy 4th of July. Hope you guys have a nice, safe, fun, long weekend, and a very, very safe one. Please don't blow your hand off with fireworks. But that's my PSA for the day. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and have a great 4th of July weekend. And I will see you guys next week in another City Skylines live stream or American Truck Simulator or both. Who knows? We'll see what I have time for. But yeah, have a great night and see you later.